Getting all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Northern Ohio Golden Broncos Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 25. In the last episode, we did the off season and we lost a lot, and I mean a lot of starters, both on offense and defense, including, but not limited to, our starting quarterback, Caleb Nobles. It's unfortunate. He had a good season, but we now move and transition to the guy who was the starting quarterback in year number one, Deshaun Wheeler. So I'm very excited about that, and very excited about the entire future of this team. I think we're in a good spot. We have some good guys that are becoming upperclassmen. They're getting more development. They're getting more experience. I like to see that. And we have some youth on this team as well. We have some young, talented players, including what could end up being the first ever dual threat player in Golden Bronco history in Emeka Ekwonu. So very excited about that. He's going to be playing both wide receiver and corner for us this year. He's, excuse me, I'm still dealing with the congestion from the previous video, so I apologize. But he's going to be starting, not playing too much, but he's a little bit lower on the depth chart. But he is going to be playing, hopefully, some good amount of time at both corner and at receiver. Because I'm very excited to get him to develop, because we could have our own Travis Hunter type. That'd be pretty awesome. But it is season number 3 here in Northern Ohio. We actually have a normal, somewhat, schedule, because we are no longer dealing with that stupid scheduling glitch that online dynasties had for a little bit, where they wouldn't let you schedule the schedule you wanted. They would just give you a crappy auto-generated schedule, and it was just no fun. It was annoying. Ours ended up being a schedule where it gave us no home games the last 8 games of the season or something like that. So that was really tough for recruiting. We still managed to have a pretty solid recruiting class, but it was very challenging. And then we also had to play Georgia late in the season as well, so that also wasn't very fun. But we have a better schedule. We are now in the Big Ten, so that's pretty fun. Very excited about the Big Ten schedule. We don't play Ohio State, but we do play Michigan, so that'll be interesting. We have a pretty tough Big Ten schedule, but we don't play them right now. We have a tough non-conference because we have to start with Notre Dame today. And since I'm coughing so much, I don't know if it'll be a doubleheader today. I want it to be, but I guess we'll just have to see how I'm feeling. I apologize that I'm coughing through, but I need to get these videos out, and it's just how it has to happen. So I do apologize, but we push through. So let's get into it. Episode 1 of Season 3 of Golden Bronco Dynasty. Let's begin. Let's go over the team. Let's go over recruiting. Excuse me. Let's go over recruiting, and let's get into the game against Notre Dame. We start on week 0, and we've got Notre Dame. We're ranked number 13 in the nation, taking on number 16 Notre Dame. This is what the recruiting class starts out like. There's a couple of 5 stars on this list. I don't think we'll be able to get all of them, obviously. But I want to get a few of them. That's why I've put 75 hours into a few important guys, like Bryce O'Connor, who is a 5'7" route runner, who has 96 speed, 90 excel. You know I love me a fast wide receiver, so that would be pretty awesome. He could go in the line of amazing wide receivers we've had here. We've also got David Blanco, who has 98 speed, 94 excel at corner, so I'm very intrigued about him. We're going up against Penn State for that. Leon Nagy is a number 1 player in the state of Tennessee at right tackle. He's a very, very talented 5-star gem right tackle. And then you've got Alex Forrest, who is a phenomenal strong safety with 88 agility, 79 play rec. Very athletic, very good, very excited about him. So we're putting some big-time hours into some big-time players. We're obviously not going to be able to get everybody. the quarterbacks that I found don't seem to be amazing this year. You've got 5-star scrambler Dave Grimes. He's the number 2 player in the country, or at the quarterback position. He's got 92 throw power, very good short accuracy, very good accuracies in general, and 84 speed is not amazing. He does have Platinum Option King already, which is huge. 91 acceleration. I mean, he's a fine player. He's just not as quick as I like to have my quarterbacks be, because I tend to scramble a lot, and him and Denzel Pendleton are just not, they're not very fast. So that might not be somebody that we pursue too heavily this year. I don't know if we'll need to go after a quarterback this year, but who knows? Maybe we will. We are going heavily after Rashard Sermons, who I think could be a game changer at running back. 94 speed, 92 excel is one of the fastest running back prospects I've seen in this game. So at least my experiences with it. So very excited to have him hopefully on the team. He's a 4-star gem as well. Really trying to go heavy on him. We're not even in his radar just yet, but I think after we simulate week 0, we certainly will be, especially with the 75 hours on him. So that's kind of where recruiting is at right now. I have bestowed upon 2 players the sacred numbers, number 33 and number 13. Number 13 will go to Sammy Allen Jr. this year. I was debating on who to put it on, and I didn't feel like anybody was worthy of it except for Sammy Allen Jr. He's been around since the very beginning. He was underneath the great Amani Tolles, and he got his chance last year to be the number 1 receiver, played very well. So in his junior year, he's going to be the number 13. I could have given it to Deshaun Wheeler, but having back-to-back quarterbacks wear number 13, I don't know. I mean, it could have been okay, but I mean, after the season that Deshaun Wheeler put up in year number 1, it would make sense to give him the number 13. But I gave it to Sammy Allen Jr. And then as for the number 33, it has previously been given to just linebackers, but this year I've given it to John Trey Russell, who has become one of my favorite players on this entire team because he just makes big plays in the big moments. He comes up with big interceptions, big pass deflections, big anything. He's just he's a big game player, basically, and he has been bestowed upon the number 33. So he is the new 3s at the starting strong safety position. We will have to give that number to somebody else next year because he is a senior, but Sammy Allen Jr. very well could be number 13 for 2 years, unless he leaves after this year. I guess that's possible. But we could have our first ever number 13 for 2 seasons, the same guy. So you know pretty much what the team looks like if you watch the offseason episode. We've got Deshaun Wheeler back at quarterback. I think I like Cornell Peppers more than I like Nick Madden, mainly because he's just slightly faster. But also, I mean, Nick Madden's got 94 change direction, which is pretty good. I mean, they're both very decent quarterbacks. Although the throw under pressure is a lot better with Cornell Peppers, that's for sure. The accuracies are not amazing. He's got no arm at all. Cornell Peppers has no arm at all. 85 throw power and 69 deep. I mean, that's not anything. That's not anything at all. So maybe Nick Madden is the guy after Deshaun Wheeler's done. Let's just say there's going to be a quarterback battle in year 4. That's for sure. And I don't think any of the quarterbacks we brought in this past recruiting class are going to make any noise. They're all wearing the red shirt, and they're just not on the same level speed-wise. Maybe they will grow their speed, possibly. Let me take a look at Cornell Peppers. Is he capped at all? Does he have any caps? Oh, he's very heavily capped. What's his dev? He's only got impact dev. He's very heavily capped, so he's not going to get much better at all. What about Nick Madden? Is Nick Madden capped anywhere significant? He's also very capped, and he's already pretty much at his best everywhere. So we might need to look for a different quarterback because 2 of our guys are not going to get much better than what they are right now. A little bit annoying. Frederick Kennedy, I think he had a pretty decent dev trait. No, he had normal. I could have sworn he had a better dev trait. He's capped heavily. Do we have one quarterback that's got a future? That's Nick Madden again. I could have sworn I didn't click on him. What about Freddie Royer? Does he have a future on this team? He's got impact. Okay, he's got at least a decent chance of growing, so maybe Freddie Royer is the future of this team. He can't get much faster than 85 speed, but he can at least get his accuracies up a lot better, and his elusiveness can grow a little bit. His power can get a little bit better, although his throw power is already at 90, and he needs to get his awareness up. His IQ needs to grow significantly, so he's going to be a work in progress. But Freddie Warrior, out of all the guys, might have the best future on this team. Oh, but I forgot about Terrell Montague. He has star, and he's got similar caps to Freddie Royer. His quickness can get a little bit. Okay, so we've got some guys waiting in the wings that could be something. If Cornell Peppers and Nick Madden just end up not being the guy, I don't know. At running back, we've got Jashawn Oliver, who I'm very excited about. He's going to be starting ahead of Mac Bannister because 96 speed, 94 excel needs to play. I mean, that's just the way that it is. No disrespect to Mac Bannister. He's been a good player in the year and change that he's been here, but I mean, 96 speed, you can't deny that. That's on the field, game-changing speed. So he's going to play behind Deuce Washington, who finally gets the start in his third season here. You know what the wide receiver room looks like here is Emeka Ikwanwu, who is the two-way player that's going to be playing at wide receiver and corner. And he's actually going to be, I think, the number 4 corner on the roster. I think he's going to be playing after McAfee, if I'm not mistaken. If I go over here. So we've got him at number 4 wide receiver to get him some play time. Him and Blasingame. Very excited about George Blasingame. 95 speed. He only has 84 excel, so that could hurt him a little bit, but that 95 speed should still get him some major play time. And then at corner, Ikwanwu will be the number 4 corner as well. So he'll get on the field both on offense and defense. I just hope that he actually plays pretty well at both positions because I'm very excited to have a two-way player. I've never had one before. This is what the schedule looks like for year number 3 in Northern Ohio. We've got 2 road games, which we're very familiar with at this point since we had like all of our final games of the year on the road. But then we finally get to go back home against Ole Miss. Then we have our rivalry game against App State. Then we start Big Ten play against Rutgers, Michigan State, Washington, Maryland, Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan, and then finish the season with Indiana. So it's a tough schedule. It's going to be a grind, but that's what happens when you're the number 13 team in the nation and you move up to a bigger conference in the Big Ten. So it is all time to play the game against Notre Dame, week number 0 against the Golden Domers, and we will wear our classic aways with the black helmet, gold jersey, go on the road in the shadow of Touchdown Jesus, and play the Fighting Irish. Here we go. First time I've ever played at Notre Dame's field, which is pretty fun. Very excited about it. It is a little bit of a sloppy one here in week 0, but we're looking to start the season with the W. That's all that we care about. And Deshaun Wheeler comes back onto the field. He missed all of last year being benched for Caleb Nobles. I mean, we just simply had to play Caleb Nobles. He got that offseason boost after year 1, and he just was better overall-wise. And it worked out for us. I mean, we made a bowl game. We won a conference championship. So it was all worth it in the end. But we'll see. This is Deshaun Wheeler. This is a different Deshaun Wheeler because year 1, the reason he put up the numbers he did was because he had Amani Tolles, the greatest wide receiver of all time. He doesn't have him this year, so we'll see how he ends up performing. He's also going on the road to the number 5 toughest place to play in college football, not knowing the buttons. I think it's square. It is. He holds on. Good catch. Blankenship did not, unfortunately, get the upgrade that I was hoping he would get. He didn't get as much of a boost. I was really hoping that after the offseason, or after the season that he put up some good numbers last year. I was hoping he'd get a little bit of a bigger boost, but that could also be he doesn't have a great dev trait. I'm not sure what his dev trait is, actually. It might just be a case of not having a good dev trait, but he's going to be able to get the first down there. He's already got 2 catches in the game. I do trust him to make big catches. He's done it for 2 years. Or I guess he did it most last year. We will also be starting the freshman tight end. He's going to be starting this year at number 1 tight end. He's Mills, number 84. So he'll be starting at tight end this year for us. I'm basically just throwing little checkdowns because I can't remember the buttons. One of these is going to be X. No, it's R1. Good thing I didn't think it was going to be X. Okay. We really need to run this ball. If we run the ball, the crowd noise can't affect us. Oh, I got juked out by my own offensive lineman. I didn't think he was going to block him, and then he ended up blocking him. Being the number 13 team in the nation is also a really good start for us this year because it means we don't have as far to climb to try to get to the number 1 ranking. We just got to take care of business. And finally, I was going to say finally we're not shaky, but now we are. I think I'm going to trust the freshman tight end in his first ever game. He drops the big third down catch. Mills cannot bring it in. Do we kick the 51-yard field goal on the road? No. Maybe if it was a different person, I would kick it, but on the road in the rain in a hostile game, I'm not kicking a field goal. I know how bad I am kicking field goals normally, and Blankenship takes a hard hit and he drops the ball. I would do that same pass every single time. I'm not mad about the pass. I'm mad that he dropped it. All right. Well, we've got new faces on defense. No more Jalen Galloway. No more a ton of different people. We lost a lot of different guys on this defensive line and in defense in general. We will see how we do. Franklin Moses moves over to the right side. We've got Buckley on the left. They're going to hand out to the running back. He's going to break off a tackle, get brought down 38-yard line, 3rd and 6. End of the first quarter. I used a lot of it. I turned shoot clock on, so I used a lot of it on our first drive. We need to come out with a better drive. Blankenship just needs to hold on to that catch. If he holds on to that, we might be in position to score a touchdown. Buckley's got a tough matchup. He's going up against a star-level left tackle. But he's supposed to be the top defensive player on this team, so, I mean, top players go up against top players. First down conversion for Notre Dame's offense. We do have Green, who is a transfer D tackle we brought in the portal this past offseason. Don't know too much about him. I think he's from Clemson, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's from Clemson. I can't remember exactly where he's from. That's a little check down. There's John Trey Russell, number 3's 33. 3rd and 3. We need to stop the quarterback. It'll be a pass. Franklin Moses trying to get there. It's going to be in just a wide open window. I mean, we had golden jerseys on both levels of that pass, but he just floated it right where it needed to be. That's a great throw. You don't get much better of a throw than that. And I over-pursued the route. He gets it away. I do that a lot, don't I? I get pressure, and then I over-pursue, and I miss completely. And allow them to get the ball away. Get that pick. No, don't swat it down. You got to pick that off, big dog. That's a pick. You're not going to get an easier pass than that. 3rd and 10. It's going to be a wide open receiver, touchdown Notre Dame. I mean, there was nothing we could do. We got burnt from the moment the route started. We didn't have a chance. We did not have a chance on that one. There's Iguanu. Iguanu. I don't know how to say his name. I'm still working on it. He's a made-up player. Doesn't matter. Okay, so Notre Dame starts 7-0. Now I really wish that we would have caught that pass at Blankenship. I still wouldn't have kicked the field goal. I would have missed it. 1,000% would have missed it. So it's better that we take the chance and go for it. And for some reason, their stadium pulse is actually lesser now that they've got the lead. I don't know why they'd be quieter. They should be even more hype. Now they're starting to get hype. Doesn't matter because they're still confusing Deshaun Wheeler. At least I'm able to see the buttons. And that's Brendan Blankenship. He's wide open. Big time catch. Good ball from Deshaun Wheeler. We'll keep it in the hands of Deuce Washington. Deuce will be able to get a yard, 2 yards. Okay. Do we have anybody that can run the slot fade? Blankenship's going to run the slot fade. I don't know if I like that. Maybe he can do it. I'm going to give him a shot. Never mind. I got hit on the throw. I think he had a step. But I got hit on the throw, so it doesn't matter if he had a step or not. That's annoying. The one time I actually have a guy that I think might be able to make a big play, I get hit. And, I mean, Mills is getting beaten down on his catches. We're going to go for it again. It's a very risky thing to do. But when you're in a big game against Notre Dame, you got to take what you can take. And Deshaun Wheeler will scramble for the conversion. I mean, that was as risky as you're ever going to get. That was as risky as you are ever going to get. And he's able to do it. Deuce Washington up for a gain of 4. Bunch trailed. That's the 2-minute warning. I'm going to take the chew clock off now. I don't really want to burn my clock when we're trying to win this game. I hit the wrong button. I wanted circle, and my brain told my finger to hit R1 for some reason. That's so frustrating, especially now because it gives them a 3rd and 6. This time I want R1. Is that ball going to get there? Yes, it is. It's the freshman Mills. He finally is able to get a pass. He's got good speed. He's got real good speed for a tight end. And Wheeler put that ball really well. Really well placed. Underneath, it's Blankenship. Ooh, he's usually pretty good at catching that turn up the field, but the Notre Dame player got there really quickly and was able to shut that down before he could turn up the field. But this time, it should be a catch. Touchdown, Blankenship. And the Golden Broncos fight through. It was a little risky there, especially in that 4th down conversion. I mean, scrambling with Deshaun Wheeler on that, I don't recommend. That was very scary. But we're able to convert it and take it to the end zone. I just wish we would have been able to do that in the first drive. We need the defense to step up big here on this drive with 1:27 to go. Is Emeka out there? I don't see him out there. Maybe not. He's not in this package. I'm not sure. Allen trying to get there. I think Allen's one of our transfer guys, if I'm not mistaken. Good tackle. I don't want to be impressed, that's for sure. I didn't mean to click that. Oh, it's another wide open receiver, but he just missed him. That was really scary. I thought he had another wide open guy. Just put it a little bit away from him. Could not complete the diving catch. 3rd and 5. This will be a big stop. He doesn't catch it. Good tackle. Good pass breakup. And we forced a punt. Was that a 3 and out? I think it might have been. Really good defensive possession. What? I called the fair catch. It must not have registered. Whatever. All right. So we have the momentum back on our side at least. 1st down and 10. Hit Allen Jr. Probably unnecessary. I didn't get any yards on that. I shouldn't have hit Allen Jr. It looked like he was going to be more open than that DB stayed with him. I'm not going to be able to hit field goals against this Notre Dame team. I'm just not going to be able to. So I got to either score a touchdown or do something a little crazy. Deshaun Wheeler's risk of injury is already high. I don't feel like he's taking that much damage. How is his risk of injury already high? Has he even been hit that much? That's a horrible pass, and it's going to be, yeah. I'm just going to punt this away. There's no reason to go for it on 4th and 10. That was a really bad drive. Mainly because that 1st down play didn't get us any yards. I thought that Sammy would be able to be open, but he just wasn't. So we go 3 and out. They go 3 and out. And we will take back on Notre Dame on offense as he throws it away on their first possession, or their first play of the next possession. 25 seconds to go in the half. 7-7 game. This is a tough atmosphere. This is a very tough atmosphere. It's kind of like going down to Georgia and trying to play against them. "19 seconds. They use a timeout. They go down, bring him down inbounds. Good job. Another timeout. One timeout remaining. They're not in field goal range just yet. There's only 14 seconds left. We cannot let anything across the middle go. That'd be pretty devastating. Lockett, that's a big sack. That's a huge sack, and they're not even going to use their timeout. Oh, it's not even Lockett. It was Green who got the sack. The transfer, Stephylan Green, the transfer D-tackle, ends the half with a big-time sack. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. We go into the second half now, and I accidentally clicked the wrong side. I shanked that like crazy. I was not paying attention to where the meter was. That's not good. They started the 43-yard line. Yay! I did not mean to do that. I didn't even mean to click the button, to be honest. Hand off to the running back. It's a really good run from the running back. That's way too good of a first down run. Way too good. Another handoff to the running back. This time, he shut down for a more reasonable 2 yards. Jeremiah Buckley has been non-existent on this left side here. He's been going against a star left tackle, and you just can't beat him. And the running back on the screen is going to absolutely destroy us. This Notre Dame team is dangerous. We needed to capitalize on one of our other drives where we had momentum, and we just couldn't. And I feel like this Notre Dame team is just much better than us. At least that's how they're playing right now. That's got to be a pick. And it is. It's Eric James Jr. I wanted to go down in the end zone. He just wouldn't go down. So it's a return to the 4-yard line. But Eric James Jr. with a huge pick in the end zone. Such a big interception. Mac Bannister in because he's the power back. So he will get in gain 3. We need to get out of the shadow of our own end zone. And it might have to be a scramble, but I can't get out of the way. Nobody got open. I mean, Wheeler is so injured. I don't know why is he so injured. I have no idea. I've only scrambled with him a couple of times. He hasn't really even gotten hit that much. He's gotten hit a couple of times. His risk of injury shouldn't be as high as it is. And I got hit again, and we're going to have to punt it away. Man, how do we not capitalize on that pick? We had an interception in the end zone, and we have to punt it away the next possession afterwards? We can't capitalize on that, man? This atmosphere is just too much for us, it seems. We are not ready to take on Notre Dame on the road. Maybe if it was Notre Dame at home, we'd have a little bit of a better opportunity, but Notre Dame on the road is just a different animal for us for some reason. This crowd is getting in our head. Deshaun Wheeler's not able to make plays, and he's not really all his fault. The receivers just aren't getting separation. That's the big problem. We can't separate from these Notre Dame corners. Somehow the quarterback gets that ball away. It is a 3rd and 10. Would they run this? Would they go 4-down territory here? No, it's going to be a pass. Just get off the block. I mean, okay, he throws it away. It's a 4th down attempt. Do they kick the field goal? No, they're going to punt. We got to let this go in the end zone. We can't return this at all. Unless they intentionally don't kick it deep. They didn't kick it deep. Man, this punter's good. We'll start at the 15. It's better than the 4. We need a touchdown here. Our defense has been doing enough. The offense needs to play. I just need one big offensive drive. And maybe that's all it takes. Maybe that is all it takes. Ooh, Deuce Washington took a big hit there. Last time I attempted the slot fade, I got hit before I threw it. Or as I was throwing it. This time I'm going to get sacked because Blankenship didn't win immediately. So Blankenship's just not fast enough to run the slot fade, I don't think. If we're going to have somebody run a slot fade, it's going to have to be somebody faster than that. But another punt for the offense. We just can't do anything against this Notre Dame defense. They are just shutting us down. To be honest, I'm shocked we scored the 1 touchdown. I can't believe we have that. But I'm worried that all these wasted possessions, Notre Dame's going to capitalize, and they're going to get their one touchdown that they need. Come on, defense. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I need another stop. That's got to be another pick. TT Claiborne! It is. TT Claiborne, user pick, Easy Reads, Bengal YouTube. Cat in the hat. It's a big-time interception from the veteran, the junior, TT Claiborne. Another interception. Notre Dame's quarterback is making major mistakes. We need to make him pay for them by scoring touchdowns. But our offense has been non-existent in the run game and the pass game. This crowd has just been so annoyingly loud. I can't, in good conscience, run a slant pattern. I feel like a mesh is my best option. We head to the final quarter of play. I mean, we have been limited very much on this offensive drive, or on all of our offensive drives. I mean, it's a defensive ball game, that is for sure. And they are going to be loud as ever. There's no way Sammy's going to hear me if I send him deep, so might as well just let him run the route that he knows that he's going to get. And that ball from Deshaun Wheeler was not very good. I can't kick this field goal. I'm going to miss it. There's just no other way around it. I'm not going to make a field goal this deep. The meter's going to be going too far. I'm not good enough to kick it. I got to go for this. And it's going to be caught by Sammy Allen Jr., number 13. There was no way I was going to make that field goal. It's just not in my nature to make a field goal in this game, even in good conditions most of the time. So on the road in the rain with the crowd going that loud and the meter going to be going mental, there's absolutely no way I'm going to make that field goal. So going for it was the only option. Luckily, we were able to convert it. And now Deuce Washington gets a really good run, had some good space, down to the 6. I'd really like to take even more time off before we score since we're this close. Don't go in right away, Deuce. Oh, he got pushed in. I was holding back. I was holding the analog stick back to try to not get him in, but one of the tackles pushed him in. But we finally have another touchdown on the board. This has been an ugly defensive game. If you like offense, do not watch this game. This has been a defensive battle. Notre Dame will start at the 25-yard line. We've picked off this quarterback a few times. It's possible that he could do it again. They're going to hand it off to their running back, who's gotten some big-time gashes on us recently, and he got another one right there. I mean, that's just that's just simply too many yards on one play. They're going to go right back to him. We shut that down. You can't go back-to-back on us. 2nd and 9. They go to a running back again. 3 straight runs. Strange play calling. Maybe they lost confidence in their quarterback? It is 3rd and 9. Is it 4-down territory now for him? I would feel like it has to be, right? That's a big sack. That's a fumble. And it's not picked up. Somebody pick it up for us. There we go. It's Jeremiah Buckley. Take it to the house, Buckley. And he's going to. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. And that might be the ball game right there. Buckley puts up the Heisman pose. That is a huge strip sack fumble returned for a touchdown. I mean, that ball was on the ground forever. It felt like just an hour it was on the ground. That's a huge defensive play. And I knew it was going to take something like that, either a pick six or something, to change this game and give us the win, and it has been accomplished. 21-7. We feel comfortable now. Now we can kind of play a little bit more free and see how the defense does. He's going to go for it all on one pass. McAfee burnt, touchdown Notre Dame. Why didn't they do that the entire game? I mean, McAfee just doesn't have the speed to keep up with that. And they're going to go for 2, which is strange, but I guess if they get another touchdown, they can win. Stefan Green, along with Lockett, are able to get that stop. So it's 21-13 now. The fact that they had that in the chamber and they didn't use it until the end of the game is kind of wild. All right, well, we know what we have to do. The crowd's going to be loud. We just got to hold on to the football and run the clock out. Getting that fumble recovery for a touchdown is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. It doesn't get bigger than that. Because it would be 14-13 right now if we didn't get that. A lot more sketchy. But if we just run this clock down, now we've gotten into the 2-minute warning, so they will start using their timeouts. They're going to be heavy on the run, which means I might be able to take a quick shot to the end zone here. Because the crowd's not loud, so they should be able to hear my adjustments. If I take a shot to the end zone, is that stupid? Is that risky? It's very risky. But I think Allen Jr.'s got it. We know Deshaun Wheeler's got the arm. No, it's overthrown. I guess he's used to throwing it to Amani Tolles, who's always going to be underneath it. It's hard to overthrow a guy like Amani Tolles. So Deshaun Wheeler's going to have to get used to throwing to a guy that's not as fast. And they will stop us. So I probably shouldn't have done that. But to be fair, I mean, Allen Jr. won. It's not unreasonable to think that he was going to hit that throw. They're doing a really good job of punt blocking here. And now Notre Dame has a chance. This is where it gets a little bit more scary. Thankfully, we stopped the 2-point conversion. But this is where we get a little bit more sketchy. Allen breaks off the sack. Throws it away. Okay. 2nd down and 10 from the 37. That's on a little underneath check down. He broke off of the Luther tackle. I wish he didn't. 3rd and 3 from the 44. Stephylin Green trying to get there. Across the middle, incomplete. 4th and 3. This has got to be the final play of the game. We cannot allow Notre Dame to convert this. It's going to be a direct snap to the running back. He's going to get stuck and still get it. We didn't have anybody there. He's still going. We didn't have anybody ready to go. Nobody was prepared for the run, and nobody was prepared for a halfback's direct snap. He even got stuck on his own lineman and still was able to get a ton of yards out of that. They're going to get another wide open receiver. They only have one timeout, so they got to be careful. They need a touchdown and another 2-point just to tie. So they're in kind of a bad spot. Going for that 2-point earlier was a little weird, but they wanted to be aggressive. 57 seconds, one timeout from the 27. Middle of the field, wide open. It's that dominant receiver, Jaden Greathouse, who had the deep ball earlier. I mean, that was just absolutely wide open. And they will snap it, or spike it. Interesting play call with still one timeout left. They wasted down, but whatever. I mean, they had the clock stop for a second with the first down, so they didn't need to do that. Moses can't win off the line, and he'll throw it away. 42 seconds. 42 seconds remain in the game. A touchdown and a 2-point takes us to overtime. Can Notre Dame tie this game? That's got to be a pick, and it is. It's DeCarlo or DeCarvalho. Never mind. It's DeCarvalho. I'm still learning my my new players' names. Cam DeCarvalho is the man who intercepts that pass in the end zone, and he has won us this football game here in Notre Dame. That's a massive interception. Wow. I mean, they needed to go for it. That's a massive, massive, massive interception. Unfortunately, we can't just kneel it down, I don't think. I don't know why we can't just kneel it down. I'm not going to snap it again. We are going to win this game 21-13. This was an unbelievably tough environment. My God. Wow. I'd remind me never to schedule Notre Dame on the road again, because I did not like playing here. Thankfully, their quarterback kept throwing picks, because if they didn't, we could have got blown out in this game. Our offense just was not ready. We are not ready for a road game against a team like Notre Dame. That is for sure. But we win. We sneak out a win. That strip sack fumble that returned for a touchdown, that's the biggest play of the entire game. Absolutely, no question about it. The fact that they didn't do that more is kind of annoying. I mean, you had that in the bag the whole time against a guy like McAfee III, who is not very fast at all, and you only use it once. Kind of annoying that they didn't use it more. I mean, it's good, but it's annoying that you have that and you don't use it. But whatever. We win the game. That's a big win against another top team. They were ranked, I think, number 16, right? Or something like that. Yeah, number 16. So we advanced to week number 1. Show me some good things in recruiting after week 0. We have a couple of guys. We know that John is in risk of transferring. He was at risk of transferring when we recruited him because of the deal breaker that he had. Okay, so we get to week number 1 and we take on Louisville. Show me some good things in recruiting. Okay, we have secured a battle with Nebraska for Alex Forrest. Leon Nagy we're looking good on. This is a big one. I really want David Blanco. Ooh, Missouri. We are getting close for Bryce O'Connor, but Missouri is really, really putting up a fight. Max Fredrickson. How good was he? He's a 6'2 physical threat athlete. He's got 96 speed. Okay, never mind. I'll keep him on there. Tony Juravicius. 86 finesse moves is huge. 88 acceleration, 80 pursuit. This dude's a real deal. We might have to transfer some points onto him. I might have to take some points off to Dave Grimes. We got locked out of Nick McMillan. We're not going to get all the 5 stars, so it's not a big deal that we got locked out of some of them. Locked out of some 4 stars as well. And we got locked out of Denzel Pendleton, too. Nathan Snead is a 4-star gem with 95 speed at strong safety. I might have to put some points on him. We're going to keep all the points on Rashad Sermon. I'm actually going to move him up to the top of the board so I can keep an eye on him a little bit closer. Okay, I got to take some points off of somebody to put them on to Juravicius. I think it's going to be on Dave Grimes. I like Dave Grimes, but I think 50 or 75 is a little bit over aggressive. So we'll take off 25. We'll add some more to Juravicius just to kind of stay competitive with him. I really like him. And I think, even though this guy is 6'6", Jamie Fogg, SMU's pretty much got this locked up. I think I'm going to take this off. I like Jamie Fogg, but it's just not going to happen with him. So I might put those points onto Nathan Snead, and then maybe he will commit to us quicker than you would think. Getting another strong safety would be pretty huge. So we're looking interesting for some positions. It's very, very. It's going to be a tough battle. It's going to be a tough battle, but that's what happens when you're going after 5 stars. That is what happens. I do want to check the quarterback class. Is there not any other quarterbacks that are fast? There's a couple of scramble archetypes, but I just don't have the. I don't have the points to be able to scout them. So it's not even worth putting them on the board because they'll just lock us out if I don't go after them quick enough. So that's a big win. On the road against Notre Dame is a huge, huge momentum boost for us for this season. It keeps us at number 13 in the nation. We start week 1 next episode. I'm not going to go doubleheader today because of the cough. Hopefully by the next time I record an episode, the cough is gone. But we are going to stop it here. Big win against Notre Dame. Massive win. We start the season 1-0. I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed the episode, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Again, I apologize for my coughing. I've been dealing with some congestion, and I've been sick for the first time in absolute years. Literally, not even like an over-exaggeration, literal years. First time I've been sick. So I apologize for that, but we're still on the grind. So thank you for stopping by and watching. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.